You see, this is not the most elegant of aeroplanes. I think as a whole, this is not bad looking, but they've stuck all that gubbins on the front. What is that, Mike?
Well, Sean, on the front of the Lynx Mark 8 there, you've got the, first of all, the pin.
Just let me say, I'm sorry, I should have pointed out that nose over there. That looks extremely uncomfortable. Sorry, go on, yeah.
Gubbin, it's a lot of fun, actually, Sean. Yeah, the gubbins, as you call it, on the front of the aircraft. First of all, the PID, the passive identification device. That's the camera, the optical camera on the front, which is infrared camera that we use to identify enemy vessels or all types of shipping outside of the range of their missiles by day or by night.
Right, well, as they come back towards us, he's pulling into a cyclic climb. There are two types of climb, the cyclic climb and a collective climb. What does the cyclic climb mean?
The cyclic climb is exactly the same as an aircraft, really. You fall hard back on the cyclic stick, converting the forward momentum into vertical momentum.
Right, so now we're going to have another of those nose overs. There it goes, almost vertically down, pointing straight at the ground. Somebody said cows getting bigger. Let's hope we're on any of the airfield at the moment. And a flat figure of 8 is flying now, and then he'll sit down on the ground and demonstrate that he can do turns on his little wheel.
The turns on his little wheel, Sean, as you so succinctly describe, a very important part of the Lynx aircraft. The Royal Navy operates the Lynx from the backs of frigates and destroyers. It's a very, very small flight deck. If the ship can't manoeuvre into the wind for various tactical reasons, what we can do is spin the aircraft on the spot so it can point into the wind to take off. So that's the important feature that you're about to see demonstrated now.
Castering, I believe they call it.
Nose wheel castering, indeed.
What?
And of course, well, it's not so bad now because the Army have got some other helicopters, but the Army used to be very fed up with this because their Lynxes have skids and you definitely can't cast it in an Army Lynx, but they do have some with wheels now.
They do indeed.
So, unfortunately, from where we are, which is by the control tower, we actually can't see the Lynx on the ground, but I'm assuming it's there and it's going to lift again in a minute, continuing the turn that he's been making while he's on the ground. There he is, getting airborne again. If you're down at the front, you'll have seen that much more clearly than I. He's going to do, well, as they get up to height, still turning, he's going to do another nose over, still turning, I think, which that is probably really quite uncomfortable.
It can be. Spiral descent, we call it, as you're about to see. Again, demonstrating just how agile the Lynx is.
So what sort of height are they as they're doing that?
That manoeuvre, Sean, is about 300 feet.
And they're twisting the thing around as they come vertically down manoeuvre. Now coming back into the hover at the centre point of the display. In its early days, the Lynx did all sorts of things that helicopters weren't supposed to be able to do. It did a loop, well, almost a loop, and it rolled at 100 degrees a second. It's 3.5 seconds for a complete roll, and it flew backwards at 80 miles an hour. And it also holds the world speed record for helicopters.
It certainly does, Sean. Record set back in the early 80s by a stripped down period of the Lynx. The Lynx still holds that speed up on the record.
And I think that is because they're very near the theoretical maximum speed that a helicopter can go. The blades catch up with the speed and it doesn't work. Although there is a rumour that the Americans have actually gone faster last year. There's not, I don't know whether that's really true or not. Okay, backward flight. Now watch at the end of this. You do an over-the-shoulder departure. Put it in the right direction. And coming back towards us. I think all of your aircraft, all of the ones that used to be the Mark III, are now this HMA-8.
That's right, Sean. We're converting the Lynx over to a brand new aircraft called the Wildcat in the next few years in the Royal Navy. As part of that transition, we've drawn down the Mark III aircraft and converted to the Mark 8. We still have a small number of Mark III with dual controls.
Oh, there he is bowing to us. Bless him. We haven't said who it was, actually. Lieutenant Dave Fleming.
Lieutenant Dave Fleming. He is indeed the lead pilot, so give him a wave, everybody, as he says goodbye.
Do give him a wave. And who's sitting on side?
His left-hand seat today is Lieutenant Chris Carrot.
Excellent. Well, the 702 Naval Air Squadron have been doing this for a while. They won the Best Display Award at the Royal International Air Show. 2002 and 2003 and other awards everywhere. And there's another of those amazing nose overs.